this is my vibe this morning. I've been out here for the majority of the time. Getting my meditation for a long time. Allowing things to come to me. And burdening myself. I'm so serious. As I was cleaning this right here, see, I was cleaning this. It's been a whole thing, but yeah, as I was cleaning this baby right here, my wand, she still didn't clean. She got a lot of gook and gunk on her, and I was like, yo, how much do you probably need to clean up? She's been put away for a minute, so there's that. I haven't warned her. I feel called to pull her out and work with her. But still, why is something that's so important to me, something that I invested in, something that I believe in, why am I letting it sit there dirty like that, or with all this good crime and life that I can clean off of it? Why haven't you cleaned it yet? Well, I'm doing it now. This is apple cider vinegar, and yes, you can't see glass, so that lets you know. And I don't believe I've utilized her at all up until recently during this transition. I think I put her away. I think I put her to the side. So, I'm out here unburdening. Daily thing. I mean, I've been doing it. I get up in the morning. Life is, let me say this. Life has been busier than I'd like it to be for my own sanity at times. Just being honest, like, there's always something to catch the attention. I feel as if I'm being rude or maybe disrespectful or not being a part of the community if I pull away at times. Now, it's okay to pull away at times, but I guess I'd say I want them to be more convenient. So I pulled this baby out too. Because, like I said, I created this for me first. All these questions are questions that I've asked myself. I sat with this off. Have I written it all out in the book? No, but I just opened to a part where I did write it out. And it says, when did I first start feeling the need to please others and seek approval? And I wrote, great question. I can slightly recall having moments as a small child where I felt the need to try to fit in. Thinking about it now, I just lived. Hold on, because this writing is small, so I'm moving this it's whatever. It's not like the sky, but you know. I can slightly recall having moments as a small child where I felt the need to try to fit in. Thinking about it now, I just lived in a sense of, at least two very different worlds or ways of living. So in order to try not to stand out too much, I tried to blend. At the big age of 35, I can laugh at this. I can laugh at this thought, as I have never blended. I have always stood out. This is so true. Like, and I believe I saw Courtney say something. I'm gonna continue reading after. But I believe I saw Courtney's post today and pretty much said mystics, seers, all whatever you want to call the sovereigns, the weirdos, the ones meant to stand out. I mean, she said we're not to be understood, and I think that is something, or I can say that is something that I hope not to continue to battle with. I hope, yeah. But it happens, like, it definitely happens. I'm not gonna be understood unless I'm meant to. Those who are meant to understand will understand, or in the moments that I'm meant to be understood, I will be understood. And I've seen this over time. Okay, so back to my answer to the prompt. Also, in hindsight, I was looking for what was socially acceptable, which I can say is still a thing for me. Like I just said, I don't go out of my way to be socially acceptable, but I do make an effort not to freak people out. I try not to give unsolicited things, which has been, this has come up again. It has come up again because I can be having a conversation and I want to dig deeper into whatever the topic at hand is, and it's like, nope, don't want to do it. Like, alright, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'll just be quiet and then I'll hold space. That's when I'll just be the safe space and the space holder. I will not offer any advice. I will, or I might, I'll try not to. I will try not to offer advice. I might say something though, like, have you ever thought to look at this from a different perspective? Yeah. So this has been my morning. This has been my morning. I'm going to open up to another random page and see what the prompt is. Ooh, when did I start feeling like I was not enough as I am? Oh my God, I can say that's coming face. What saves me now? Because I didn't always. No, I've always had it. I've always had it. It just was harder to get to it than it is now. Is that I love myself. Like, I really do love myself as I am, in all my ways. I do. I adore Arteicka. I think she's fucking awesome. I know that she is not perfect. I also don't believe in imperfection. I don't believe in perfection. I forgive myself and others for imperfection. This life thing is not meant for fucking perfection. Like, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. And having this belief that life, it's pretty much like a school. That we are here to learn and evolve. Those of us who are. That assists me, because, like, how do you learn if you don't make mistakes? Like, if you know everything, what is there to know? If you never fall, how will you learn how to get up? If you never lose, how do you learn how to win? And something that's been floating around in my head, and I really didn't want to share it with anybody, but I'm gonna go for it. I don't really give a fuck what I lose as long as I win. And what winning looks like to me what winning looks like to me is living the life that I don't have to have a vacation from. Is my mind being a safe space full of creative ideas that I am ready to pounce on. What winning looks like to me is not being scared to take opportunities presented to me. What winning looks like to me is loving myself. What winning looks like to me, and I'm sure there's more, is accepting myself and others as they are. What winning looks like to me is to maintain being, or do my best to, because look, let's be real, it's not all love and light. It's shit I don't like. And that is what that is. But being compassionate and understanding that we're all on our own freaking journeys, and we all have our lessons and things to learn, and it's not up to me whether others learn or not, which sounds weird to me as I'm saying that, because I know that I am here to assist myself, maybe, and others in teaching. I felt so uncomfortable saying that, and I thought I was so comfortable with being a teacher or guide. I guess maybe not. I am, but it's like I don't see myself as better than anyone because of that. I don't see myself as too different from anyone because of that, because shit, everybody's a teacher to me too. Everything is a teacher to me too. I was actually thinking about weeds. Again, recently, it becomes a thing, I guess, when you sit outside and you observe nature. Yeah. I was thinking about weeds, and I was like, it's wild how we'll chop down weeds. Matter of fact, there's a pile. This is what actually brought up this thought. Or whatever. It's a whatever. The thought, idea, remembrance. I've recently cleaned out this backyard, and I got rid of all the weeds, right? Or the majority of the weeds. I got rid of the majority of the weeds. And in the pile of dirt, where there's a bunch of dead weeds, some weeds grew out of it. And I was like, they need water, or else it's going to dry out, or it needs some type of light source, or else it's going to dry out. But weeds don't need too much to grow. Like, they just don't grow. Like, they're just going to grow. It's just going to pop out. I don't care if you chop me down. I do not care if you just clean this whole backyard out. I want to be here. And I'm finna grow. I'm finna grow right here. I sure am. So, and who's gonna take me? So, yeah, I'm going to, after this, or I have intentions to. We'll see, because who knows, this might be all I need to do with this, and I might flow into something different. But I had intentions to pull some cards. Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that too. I think my resistance, let's do some shadow work and unburdening publicly. My resistance to pulling these cards right now. Let's keep it a buck. I don't need cards to read. I read nature. My body tells me stuff. I hear stuff. I see dead people. Okay, for real, but for real. It's probably, okay, no, it is. I've spent some time on TikTok, and I see how others read, and it's like, my shit ain't like that. Like, I don't read like that. Like, I don't read like that. And that's actually good, but then I have this resistance, because it's like, okay, will it be accepted? But then I also have to remember, like, what's for you is for you, and it will find you when it's meant to find you. Just like I love the way, hold on, I don't know, somebody might appreciate this too. Just the way, see how it's, okay, so back to what I was saying. Just like the timeless reads. Just like a timeless read. When it's for you, it will come to you. You will see it. Like, just like, let's say, people who are meant to come into your life, because that has happened to me many a times. Like, it's unexplainable. Like, you could try to explain it, but it's like, yo, how did that even happen? Look. It was just meant to happen that way. Like some of tribe, meeting tribe, like, yo, that was wild. And anybody who I call tribe, those meetings, yeah, you couldn't have called it. Like, like you couldn't. You couldn't have told me that the connections I've had for some years was gonna start off that way years ago. You couldn't have told me that, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right. I'd be like, yeah, you capping. Yeah, all right, whatever. But then I don't know, because I'm also thinking about how I connected with people when I was younger. I'm actually very thankful for social media because a lot of tribe was met that way, and I have had the pleasure to meet some of my tribe folks in person. A few. It's been sweet too. But yeah, I'm thankful for like social media or internet, because way before Facebook or whatever, I could say I met people, other strange beings, I guess you could say, through like online chats, and then we became pen pals and things like that. Now I'm trying to think, am I still connected with anybody from my teenage age that I met like that? I don't know. I don't think so. But that goes to say too, there's a time and a place for people, things, places, They came, they did their duty, or we did. I wasn't focused. I'm just playing right now, so I'm not using these. Yeah. We came together, we showed each other, we ain't alone, and then end up going our own ways. That happens. It happens. We're not meant to be connected to everything forever. Okay, now I'm going to focus, and I'm going to pull some cards for Cartomancy. I do better with images. This is a kind of new practice, and sometimes I could having some idea of how tarot works, but not really. I'm mostly an intuitive reader, but having some idea, I can kind of see how certain, like the Six of Hearts or whatever, the Two of Cups, the Two of Hearts. That's like the Two of Cups. Like, I could see how certain things align, but really I don't know. So I'm just gonna pull, and I guess we could say this is for whoever may need it. Okay, that's how we gonna do it. Cause whatever. I'm gonna pull it, and then I'm gonna look up for those cards, because some cards I've already written on, but not the majority. So I'm gonna pull, and then I'm gonna look up what they talk about, because this isn't necessarily my realm. I'm more of a speak to someone, pull things out the ethers type of girl. I'm more of a, see her, hear her, and that's not to say that there's anything wrong with cards. I have a few decks myself. They're just in the storage, and I was gonna bring some with me on this leg of my journey, but I decided not to, because I didn't want to keep reading. Like, I know before I got to this point that I would like pull almost every day, and it's like, bro, do something. So yeah, so to not self-sabotage, I didn't bring them along with me, but I think maybe next time I go to the storage, I'm gonna just grab a deck, because I do enjoy looking at them. And at my last leg of my journey, I did start creating a deck for children, which is also interesting because I find myself doing things for children a lot right now. It's not weird, actually, because, like, let me tell you, I've been working with kids since I was a kid, so it's not really weird. But when I think of the totality, I guess, of myself, it's interesting. I'm a lot. Like, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I love babies. I love creating childlike things. I love creating for children. I love Maybe it's because I think with joy too, and children are probably the most joyful people, or childlike people. You know, with that sense of imagination. That's okay. Anyways, that makes sense. But then I also have a thing with like death, and then I also have a thing with intimacy. Read between the lines. I have a thing with that too. So yeah, I'm not one way, very multifaceted, but definitely being called to, and I see it. I see how it's lining up in so many ways with children, babies. And maybe it's maybe also is the legacy thing, because anything that I'm doing, my goals and things, that's not for me. That is not for solely me. It's not for me really at all. It's for my children and my children's children and my children's children's children, you know. So alright, that was my talk, and I'm going, I guess this can go on Sojourn. Yeah, that makes sense. I see why I created that now, and why I had such a hard time trying to like landed it. This is more what the line looks like. More looks like that. But Sojourn is the journey of the soul, bro. That's all of this. Everything. All of it. All of it. All of it. Okay, so let me go pull these cards and boop. I'll tip it. I don't know where that came from. I guess I just needed to be weirder. Oh, don't try to make it